Hey kids, it's Arp. This is the ArpCast, somewhat live from the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in eastern Tennessee. Today we talk about different things, weird people, and maybe unicorns and rainbows. We read poetry and short stories too. Most of all, we keep it real. This is the ArpCast, starting now. ArpCast number 69 is the second day of April 2018. It's a Monday. Sorry. No movie Monday. I couldn't get around to it this weekend. It just didn't happen. But I'm going to make it up to you. I was trying to find something that followed the theme for the week. Just wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it. But that's okay. It's alright. You know, program changes happen throughout life and we just roll with it. So today begins Love Week. That's right, Love Week. Last week it was War Week. And so, you know, hints were dropped and War Week, wow, that's what kind of topic is that? And I think we made it through okay. I think I made my point, right? In this oral essay that I do 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But it's about love this week. If you love or like the program, tell the neighbor kids. That's right. Just walk across, hop over the fence, whatever. Wave, and invite them into the mayhem. That's all we ask. And we do love you for your patronage. We thank you very much. So the title of the program today, Rise to Love. What do we most often hear? We fall in love. Fall. Why do you want to fall into anything? Unless it's a large sum of money. No. So I learned a while back that we should strive not to fall in love. So I'm going to explain this. So love, most of all, right? That's what we're looking for. When at the end of the day, that's what we're striving for. Love, happiness, peace, satisfaction. And so we should indeed strive to rise in love. What happens when we rise to love? So, several things I've jotted down for the program tonight, and I'm going to share them with you right now. We're at about 3 minutes and 25 seconds, so I'm going to go about another 6 minutes or so, and we're going to talk about these things. So, what do we come to find out? Our love knows no bounds, right? When we rise to meet love, when we make it greater than ourselves, it knows no bounds. Love everything. Certainly wouldn't think about killing anything, hurting anything, wounding anything. It is a process. It is a journey. And it is a steep, steep climb. When we rise to love, our love knows no bounds. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. However, our love has boundaries in terms of expression, emotion, all this sappiness. We get that way too here. Look, I mean, we get sappy and we coo and all snuggle and all that. And look, all that's wonderful. But there has to be some limit, some boundary that you set with those that you love. Crossed all the time. I do it. We do it all the time. But we must be careful. Whether it's in your home, certainly in the workplace, it doesn't matter. That feeling, that emotion towards another human being, there have to be boundaries. Our love garners followership. Loving in the right way, rising up to meet love, is a form of leadership. That's what I believe. It's a form of leadership. When you show the rest of the world around you, this is the way that I show compassion, that I have peace with, and that I love my fellow man. That's powerful. Very powerful. Can't say enough about that aspect of the ArpCast tonight. When you rise up in love, it's leadership. It's influence. Our love chases away fear. When you rise up to meet love, and that's all anyone can sense, it chases away fear. And it goes on to forestall hate. Fear and hate. We fear the things we hate. We hate the things we fear. That sort of thing. They go hand in hand. But when you rise up to meet love, when you don't fall, when you don't get caught up, when you don't become attached to these things. So I've learned. Chase away fear, you forestall hate. And who wouldn't want to do that? Right? When you look in the mirror and you ask yourself, if I'm going to go for this gold ring of agape love, unconditional love, I rise up to meet that challenge, that standard. Well, of course, leadership, fearlessness, without hate. So, our love ultimately should grant access to everyone. And this is important, right? When it knows no bounds. When it doesn't discern or have bias. Tall, short, green, yellow, doesn't matter. Everyone has access to this boundless love when we rise up to meet it. When we set the appropriate emotional boundaries. When we create a state of mind and a state of expression that brings people along, that takes them somewhere, to a better place. Now, I'm not talking about all this romantic love and stuff like that, and smoochy and kissy and all. That's not the kind of love I'm talking about here. The kind of love I'm talking about here is where you forget and you let go of your own ego and the love that comes from that. When you're not trying to satisfy yourself, but you are trying to serve another being. That's the kind of love I'm talking about. That's what I want you to think about this week. We're going to talk about it more. I might even rant about some things. I might get up on the soapbox. It's known to happen. But I would ask that you play along. And you don't have to love what I'm saying. You don't even have to like it. Most of you don't even want to listen to it. No, I'm kidding. There are listeners, a few of you, and I appreciate you. But at the end of the day, it's a lot to think about when you think about it. And there's a way to go about it. Love Week, here on the ArpCast. Have a great one. Well, kids, you know who this is. It's Arp, damn it. You have been listening to the ArpCast, a sensational, fact-filled experience meant to change the world. I'm happy you stopped by. Our sponsors, those greedy, wily bastards, thank you too. Make sure to write. This has been the ArpCast. I'm out.